Trickle down economics policy and its consequence. Today we will discuss very precisely the world strategic implementation for trickle down economics, and we will also investigate its consequence. Let's start and investigate. For last 60 years in the history of world economy, we have seen a repeated application of trickle down policies in economics. First, we have to understand what is trickle down policies. The world capitalist economy is divided in two poles. On the one hand, supply side capitalist economy, and on the other hand, demand side capitalist economy. So what happened in the supply side capitalist economy? The government, the economist, give the tax cut to the entrepreneurs, to the billionaires, millionaires club, to the corporations, so that capital can flow in the market. The objective of this tax cut to the entrepreneur, to the billionaires club, millionaires club, is four objectives. Four objectives are there. There are four objectives in applying the trickle down policies. Number one, to lead the GDP of the country. Number one. Number two, to lead the increase in wages. Number three, to lead to generate the employment opportunities. Number four, overall impact on the economic development. In these four category, the economist and the world leader try to bring some change by applying the trickle down policy. They believe that if we give the tax cut, the capital will flow in the economy and overall impact in those four dimensions will be on the higher side. Let's see what happened. I am taking the brief history of 60 years in the world capitalist economy. The then President of USA, President Nixon, applied the trickle down policy in the economy. What happened? I think those who are watching me, they know there was no GDP hike in his time. GDP has not improved at the time of Nixon. There was no overall growth in the wage equation of the workers. there was no overall growth in the economic picture of that country, USA. There was no employment generation in that all that four category. There was no improvement in spite of the implementation of trickle down policies. What happened? A negative impact shown in the economy. Those who are rich, they become richer. To sabotage that capitalist economy, a parallel economy started. You know, everybody know, parallel economy started in the communist countries. They started socialist pattern of economics. I am discarding this socialist pattern of economics because within the 70 years of its origin, it totally shattered, broken down. So, two parallel economics we have seen in the history of economics for last 60 years. Then what happened? Kennedy came. When Ford tried to implement trickle-down policies, again Kennedy dismissed it. No, trickle-down policies will not work. Dismissed it. Then what happened at the time of Reagan? Again tried to implement trickle-down policy, supply-side economics. Nothing happened. The consequence was negative in the time of Reagan also. If you study the history of economics, world economics, capitalist economic, you will see all that negative impact. With some brief intervention of demand-side economy. And what is Trump planning now? Trump, the present government of USA, he is trying to implement the tax cut to the rich people. Again, try to apply the trickle-down policy. He is planning now. But we have to understand, we have no policies in hand. All the big economists, they are not able to bring any new ideas in the economy. And our present Indian government also, we have seen in the last 2020-21 policies, budget policies, and they are trying to give the tax cut to the large entrepreneurs, corporations or investors or rich people. They are also going to do the same thing. Our Modi government. Problem is nowhere. Every government is trying their own. Every economist is trying their own to do something to uplift the economy from the dangerous teeth of the recession. I am telling you, this trickle-down policy is responsible for 2007-8 severe recession. You know, when you are applying the trickle-down policy in the economy, a kind of abstraction starts in the financial sector. Those who are the students or economists or world leaders, they will understand it. A kind of abstraction comes in the financial sector. Money loses its value, complete value. A kind of abstract value created in the financial sector. Government is not going to print the money as you need. It is not so. The government will print the currency. It is not so. Because printing currencies, there are some definite rules. In purchasing power parity theory is applied. When you are printing currency, purchasing power parity theory applied. So currency is limited, but its value is getting abstraction in the economy. So what will be the consequence? The recession will come. Very simple analysis. Now I am telling you why. You are singing, you are putting the same old singing in your playbook. One of my economist friends, and he is topmost businessman also, he told me, Sir Arjun sir, trickle down policy, you know, water always trickle downs. Alama, yes, water always trickle downs. But I am telling you, money always trickles up. My friend, so there was some exchange of ideas. No, water may trickle down, it is okay, but money trickles up, it goes to the hand of the richer people finally. Now, I am telling you one thing, what is the way out? Why the economists, the world leaders are not capable of thinking something new? Why they are following the same old song and putting it in their playbook? Same supply side, same trickle down. Very closely, that time I was a student, I was a college going student in the early 90s in the Indian economy when Narasimha government was there. That time we were a student. We see Narasimha Rao government liberated the economy. Very good, very good policy. Manmohan Singh, that time finance minister, taken the very great policies to liberate the economy, because the economy was totally closed or mixed that time, somehow to closed economy in the Indian economy picture. The economy was totally closed, but Narasimha Rao government liberated it. Very good. But what happened next? In the name of capitalist economy, in the name of capitalism, they also started that same trickle down policy to welcome the investors, foreign investors, in the name of opening the market. Those who are my contemporary, have you seen any remarkable difference? Is there any overall growth in the GDP? there is continuity in the inflation. There is a continual inflation, and ultimately the benefit of this inflation goes to the hand of the great entrepreneurs or corporations or richer people. That is why I am telling you repeatedly now, the wider the gap between rich and poor are being widening. Why you are applying the trickle down policies or in the capitalist economy? To reduce the gap, minimum gap will be there. It is sure, but minimum gap should be minimum. But gap is widening. The primary and fundamental objective of trickle down economics is to bring the welfare in the worker section, in the middle class, in the poor people. That is the final and fundamental objective of trickle down economics. But did it happen? No. A reversed impact came in the economy. Abstraction started in the financial sector. Rich become richer, poor become poorer. So I am telling you one thing, why the economists or world leaders are not capable of thinking new pattern, why they are sticking to the old policies. They are going to business school, they are going to IBM, there are lots of students coming from the IBM business management schools. So why are not capable of thinking very revolutionary? Why they are failing to bring the revolution in the economy? They are only reading the book and they are getting the degree and they are planning the economy. No. Now I am telling you the way out. Now mine. I would like to appeal to the government of India and to the government of all the countries to consider my view. See, whatever the economy is doing for last 60, 70 years or 100 years in the history of economy since the Adam Smith 18th century, for last 300 years, our economy, any kind of economy, socialist or capitalist, any kind of economy available in the world, only deal with the physical reality, only to fulfill the need of the physical body. Understand very deeply and very step by step physical reality. I have told you in my last seminar, last lecture, that there is not only physical reality. Apart from that physical body, there are four other reality, four other body, four non-material body exist in our body, and they have their different need. They need different emotion, they need different meaning, they need different altruistic behavior, they need different dimension of higher consciousness. These are the need of the non-material body. Where is that? In the economy, all these non-material need of the non-material body is totally absent in the economy. That is why the economy is not breaking the chain of business cycle, not able to breaking the chain of inflation and recession. I am telling you in the realm of higher consciousness, because all the economy is mind oriented. You are playing your own mind to bring the change in the economy. What is your mind? Economists and world leaders, I am telling you, you are thinking from your mind. What is your mind? Your mind is operated from your memory. What is your memory? Your memory is the data of past information. To that extent, mind can work. Mind has 16 faculties. Our human mind has 16 faculties. But our human mind, so-called human mind, only works in two faculties, only in memory and intellect. So world leaders and students of economics and big world renowned economists, they are applying their intellect and mind, memory. You have gathered all the information of from the history of world economics. All the information are there in your mind, and you are just arranging some permutation and combination, and after some permutation you are applying the strategy with little bit of deal and cuts. In that way nothing will happen. Your mind should work with full fledged. Your 16 faculties of your own mind should start work together. Only 2 faculties are working. 14 faculties of human minds are totally stopped due to your too much of involvement of the physical realm. If you stick to the physical realm, only the physical needs of the physical body, concrete body, then 2 faculties of your mind will work. But moment you slip down, slip deep inside into the non-material bodies, 4 non-material bodies, your mind will start working with full fledged. All the 16 faculties of mind will start working with integration. Then you will see in the realm of higher consciousness there is infinite possibilities of creativity, infinite possibilities of ideas, infinite range of resources, infinite range of capital and gifts are there. And your brain can detect it and you can apply it in the economy. That is why I am telling you, just stop thinking of demand side economy, supply side economy. Just think of the higher consciousness. Apply the higher consciousness of the economy. In the higher consciousness, there are infinite correlation, automatic infinite correlation. You don't need to correlate the every dimension, every sector of economics with your backdated Newtonian mathematical calculation and equation. When your mind works in synchrony with the higher consciousness, then you don't need any kind of backdated Newtonian mathematical equations. Infinite range of coordination will start on its own. I am just telling you that so-called backdated economic policies, backdated degree of IBM or management schools is not going to work. They are all old fashioned. You have tried 1,000 times, nothing happened. Even a vegetable vendor knows it. Even a pan seller knows it. So the responsibility is on the world leaders and the economists. See, higher consciousness is the ultimate frontier. Higher consciousness is the ultimate field. Higher consciousness is the ultimate elixir. It can bring permanent stability in the economics. It can fulfill the aspirations of the citizen of this globe. It will aspire every category of people to think high. Now I am giving you just one example of the present world economics. Just consider the world economics is the human body, and you are wearing diamond rings, gold rings. Very good. It looks good. You need it. Very good. But if the human body is totally naked, there is no cloth in the human body, totally naked body, and you are wearing the gold ring, diamond ring, it will look good. It doesn't look good. First, you have to cover your body with cloth. Then you wear the ring. No problem. That is the world economy. World economy is like that. There is no cloth, naked body, and wearing the diamond ring. This is the world economy. Very, very big billionaires clubs are there. 90% of national global resource, money, currency is in the hand of 10%. I don't know exactly, 10 to 1% of global people, rich people, and remaining 1% or 10% of global resource is in the hand of 90% of people. That kind of huge gap, that is the problem. The world economy is totally naked. There is no cloth, and wearing the billionaires club in the ring, in the finger. Only the introduction of higher consciousness and fulfillment of higher meaning of 4 non-material dimensions of our life will bring a strategic permanent change in the economy. I do appeal and request to all my economist, world leaders and political leaders, I would like to Indian government also to give a serious consideration to my view of the introduction of higher consciousness in our Indian national economy, and apart from that, world economy. Every country join hand with me, take a serious note of my idea. I do assure all of you, a revolution, a positive revolution, a positive impact will come in the economy. It is my assurance with my own capacity and with my own responsibility. I am telling you, my dear friends, those who are watching me, join hands with me to start a powerful economics and higher consciousness campaign. Please join hands and we will be the herald and we will lead in this direction. Thank you. Namaste.